Coming up on this week's newscast, students and faculty weigh in on the news class masses. The Service Club showcases some fulfilling ways to give back to the community, and the softball team hits the field with high hopes. All this and more on this week's episode. Get ready because BNN starts now. Hi, I'm Edgar Bernal. The Bishop Noel English Department welcomes a new face to the school, Mr. Dante Pyre, who joined the faculty in January, taking over from Miss Samantha Chaplot. Here with the story is Kylie McCabe.
New teacher, Mr. Pryor, has taken over the junior and English honors classes. He came in motivated and ready to teach, and his goal is to prepare the seniors for college and motivate the juniors to strive better.
Okay, well, so number one with my seniors, I want all of them to get their diplomas. I also want my seniors to read Shakespeare. I am excited about our upcoming unit for my juniors on the Harlem Renaissance.
He keeps his students motivated by taking interest in their hobbies and using real-world examples in his class to help them better understand what he is teaching. He also includes the questions of the day and having insight on how his students think.
One thing I really like about his class and that I think is unique is we get at the beginning of class, we get into a circle and we have like a question of the day, and it's like, what superpower would you have, or like an English type question, and it kind of gets us started and ready to talk during class.
With prior teaching experience in high school and junior high, he knows how to work with students in different ways. Most people who have his class say that both him and his teaching style are unique and like how he runs things.
It was very easy adjusting because he came in ready to teach, and he also introduced himself and what we were to expect from him and what he was expecting of us.
On February 26th, the senior class ushered in the first class mass, held at St. Mary Margaret, adjacent to Bishop Noel. This marked the commencement of a tradition wherein each class would partake in a monthly mass, a legacy intended to endure for years to come. Here with more on the story are Kate Estrada and Ariana Gonzalez.
Starting Lent 2024, class masses will begin after school every Monday. First mass will be February 26th and will be a senior-only mass. The week after that will be only juniors, then it'll be sophomores, and lastly freshmen. What is the plan for these new masses?
So it's the easiest way to not disrupt many schedules as far as professional development for the teachers after school, a combination of getting the priest at the right time, and then the availability of the church, St. Margaret Mary, because they have adoration all day, every day during the week. So we were trying to make it not intrusive to everybody.
In hopes that these masses will help students grow in faith, will it be mandatory for all students?
Yes. The question is, are class masses mandatory for all students? And the answer is absolutely. I said, why would we not want to take advantage of the opportunity to celebrate the Eucharist together as a family? So absolutely, it is a requirement as a student at Noel. And on the plus side, something that you guys don't know is that this was the norm back in the day. So class masses were normal practice historically throughout Noel. So we figured it'd be a good opportunity for you guys to bring in fellowship as a class, celebrate the Eucharist, and partake in fellowship. So absolutely, it is a requirement.
With the new mass schedule changing, how do the students feel about this change? How do they feel it will affect them, if it will?
I think that, it's like interesting because we get to express our faith more, but I also think it could cause issues with like rides and pickup.
Bishop Noel art students attended the South Suburban Art Show last month to see their work on display. This annual tradition started years ago with drawings and illustrations, but with the addition of more visual art classes like ceramics and digital art, it has grown to include three-dimensional pieces and photographs. Here with the story are Kylie McCabe and Khalil Tucker.
On February 23rd, students from Bishop Noel Institute got to see their art on display at the South Suburban Art Show, hosted at South Suburban College. Students from schools in Indiana and Illinois have put their art on display for a day at the festival. Students can take inspiration from others' art as well as listen to a guest speaker talk about their art experiences.
The people from South Suburban College were running the presentation, but they had a guest artist speaker come, Tom Terlumke, and he spoke about his career as an artist and, talked about his journey and, inspired students.
I liked how they decided to give out prizes to a bunch of different students from Bishop Noel and from other schools, and they also displayed like the art that won that award. And it was really nice to walk through the hallway because they had like ceramic pieces on display and like paintings and stuff.
The art is chosen from all art classes picked by Miss Guazda, Miss Moore, and Miss LaRue. They picked between all the submissions for which ones they had displayed. 20 Bishop Noel students had their artwork submitted. Not only did they get to see their artwork and other students' art on display, but they also get to see college art majors' art on display as well.
I think I got to see many different perspectives of people. Like, there was this one art piece that really stood out to me. It was called Light in the Darkness, and it was a candle with like a bunch of writings around it symbolizing the darkness, and it had like a bunch of negative things. But it's just like, it shows you how people portray their feelings in their artwork.
And finally, the BNI Service Club is one of the few clubs that packs a two-punch. Students not only contribute to the community through volunteering, but also have the opportunity to log their service hours. Here is BNI Service Club member Brianna Diaz with more information.
The idea of helping people, seeing others help the kids and other people, I felt like I needed to be there to experience what they were experiencing.
One day, it was just during guitar club, Mr. W went up to me and asked if I wanted to join and help out the community. Like a lot of my joy comes from helping other people. I just love being an upstanding member of the community.
The service club is a good way to get service hours, but also it's a good way to serve the community. It's just serving people makes me feel good, and yeah.
Being a part of something and
doing things for other people.
In sports news, the boys volleyball team hosts their first home game of the year on Tuesday against rivals Ileana Christian at 6 p.m. The girls softball team is preparing for their first game over spring break against Hammond Central. Here with an outlook on the season is Anais Reina.
The softball team has been preparing for the upcoming season with several conditioning sessions throughout the week. With transfer students, several freshmen, and the introduction of a new pitching coach, the team will be poised to fill the gaps in the lineup.
I think our team is looking really strong. We've had a pretty good turnout for all of our conditioning so far this season. We have a lot of upperclassmen returning who have a few years of varsity play under their belts, and I think that our chemistry is going to show that we've played together for a few seasons now. We also have a few transfers who are coming in, and I think adding some of the missing pieces that we've needed to make our season the best it can be.
Alumni Ashley Gordish returning to the softball team, this time as a softball coach. Having played at Purdue West Lafayette, she will bring her talents to the team's pitching staff. Even with some girls never playing, there is already so much growth and a lot of potential. They have been putting in the work, going to conditioning and practice.
I think they're doing, I say pretty well. The most growth is when you're a beginner as opposed to when you're more advanced. So it's definitely a lot of room for improvement there, but they're slowly making the strides each day to, get better on the field. So
with their effort comes improvement every day, and that's what we want to see no matter what level they're starting at. Improvement every day.
The girls are very eager for the season to start up. The team is mostly excited for the prospect of going farther than the previous seasons, the bus rides, and competing while having fun playing. They have been working hard in the field house and the weight room.
Our team goals for this year are to have a higher record and win some more games to get a better average.
My team goals is for everyone to be intentional what they're doing, whether it's practice or a game, which could lead to winning more games than we did last year.
My team goal is to become closer with each other and have a better team chemistry.
The team will be having their first game on March 26th against Hammond Central.
Is Kylie McCabe.
Is it Ileana or Ileana?
Oh my god, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I'll start.
Caution, 1, 2, 3. Blah, 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 blah.
Should I do it one more time?
Break God in heaven, you know